I pray with my wife and daughter every night before bed. I think there's a lot of guys out there who will do stuff like this. They'll pray with their family. And, guys who do this, they understand the value of it, because when a family is centered on God, everything else tends to fall into place. Because what you're doing is you basically bring in all of your desires to the table, your highest desires, and you're also then ordering them within your, ideal moral framework, connecting to it spiritually. And there's a connective sort of element when people are plugged in to what you care about. And it's not just you, it's, the people around you, right? And I believe that this same principle really holds true in business as well. And that's why I pray with my business partner pretty regularly. My co-founder, he's business partner, co-founder, Frontline Man, Derek Viveros. He's a fantastic guy. We're both Catholic, and we really like to pray together. And I think it makes a lot of sense, because when you look at a business partnership, in a lot of ways, it's almost like a marriage of sorts, right? It can be one of the most impactful kind of relationships you can have with someone who's not a blood relative or you're not romantically interested in, right? Because, when you're in business together, your finances, your destiny, it's tied. And also, it's going to be affecting a bunch of other people. It's going to be, obviously your families, the people you serve, the people who work beneath you, all of that sort of stuff, right? And so misalignment in this sort of situation could be absolutely disastrous. It could cost you a tremendous amount of money. It could create a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. It can cause bad things for everyone involved. And so what you want to do is you want to, align yourselves, right? And it allows you to share the deeper emotional load, because I think a lot of guys, when they're in business, the focus is just like on the X's and O's, right? Like, here's what's got to happen. Maybe you get into the vision and stuff like that too, but like I think it's in general, it's difficult to get down into the deeper components, like the stress, the worry, the anxiety of trying to figure things out, or like the hopes and the dreams and the excitement and all of these sort of things. But when you pray together, well, you can put all that on the table. You can put the worries on the table. You can put the gratitude on the table. You can put everything in there. You can set the intention down at such a fundamental level that when you guys connect on that, then everything just moves a lot smoother. So like, with my business partner, if I can tell he's getting a little stressed, I'll say, hey, we should do a prayer together. If you can tell that I'm kind of losing focus or whatever, he'll be like, hey, you know what? I think we got to do a prayer here. Okay. And we've even done it with our employees too. Like, it's one of those things where I would highly recommend you give it a shot, right? Lead your business in prayer where appropriate, right? Like, sometimes you're going to have people who have different faith traditions and stuff like that. And maybe you got to do just a more generalized one. Maybe you got to pull like one or two people aside that, be cool with it. But like, I can pretty much guarantee you that if you pray in your business, you will feel an immediate positive shift. If you're like building a business and you're carrying, the weight of the world on your shoulders, okay, I just want to tell you that it doesn't have to be this way, right? Like, at Frontline Man, we help entrepreneurial family men lead with clarity, faith, and purpose so that they can grow their businesses without losing their soul, their family, or their health in the process. So if you're ready to lead from a deeper place and you want a brotherhood that gets it, then I want you to click the link below and book a free call, and let's talk. All right, we'll help you build alignment, not just ambition.